up, guys? Welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take advantage of these brand new level 90 characters. Everybody's seen this. There's a lot of different feelings and reports on Blizzard giving people current max level tunes to play with if they pre-order Warlords of Draenor. You can see my opinion on that. If you scroll through some of my old videos, I did make an opinion video on that in case you're curious what my opinion is. But in this video, let's be honest, Blizzard isn't going to take it back at this point. So why not take advantage of them, okay? So I want to show you some helpful tips and tricks on how to take full advantage of a brand new level 90 character. Now, what are you going to do? So the first thing you really want to do is understand that they all need professions, okay? Most people are like, oh, I get a free 90. Well, what do I do now? Well, I need professions. So all of your profession leveling kits, any low-level profession mats, all that stuff is about to go through the roof. The auction house last week was insane. It is still up really, really high. Every time somebody pre-orders, they have to go out and, you know, they have to buy stuff. They have to level their professions. So whether it be herbs, mats, or crafting materials, whatever it may be, go get it because you will make a fortune in gold. I made 35,000 gold in 2 days doing this. And I literally played for 25, 35 minutes at a time, just literally making things and buying things and selling things. And I'll tell you exactly what you need. So obviously, okay, obviously any profession mats that you can find, go through the auction house, see what there's a lot of, what there's not. Maybe spend a couple days farming some of the low level mats, you know, whether it be herbs or ore or whatever. If you want to do that, you can do that. But the second thing that they all need is glyphs. I have made an absolute killing on glyphs. I mean, stupid amounts of money on glyphs. Probably 80% of the 35,000 I made in 2 days was from glyphs because they all need glyphs. As soon as you hit 90, the first thing you do is pick your talent. You don't have any glyphs. You have to go buy them all. They don't give you glyphs. So the glyph market has gone nuts. Now it's starting to catch back up a little bit, but it's still pretty inflated. And remember that every time somebody pre-orders Warlords or starts a level 90 character, they have to go and buy all their glyphs. That's just the way it happens, okay? Anytime anybody levels an alder does that, you have to have glyphs because it's important to have. So make sure that if you have an inscriptionist, make all your glyphs for your new character because on the auction house, the prices are going to be really inflated, okay? That's just the way of the world. That's the way it is. Third, crafted PvP gear. Okay, the 483 gear is nice, yes, but the 476 gear with the PvP power and the resilience and the set bonuses is better. Okay, it is. I don't care what you say, that 7 item levels does not make up for it. It's all green gear compared to the blue gear. And the blue gear has sockets, has set bonuses, has a lot of things which make it much better than the regular green gear that they give you. So make sure that if you have a tailor or a blacksmith or a leather worker and you can make those crafted malevolent PvPs, those 476 pieces, make them because you will sell an absolute ton of them. I've been making an average of 200 to 400 gold a piece on the crafted PvP gear, and they're literally selling as I'm putting them on the auction house. As long as your server has decent population with the realm transfers and the realm connections, you all should have a decent economy by now. Or at least most of you, I shouldn't say all, but most of you should have a decent economy at this point. You will make an absolute ton of gold doing this. I actually had to wait putting this video out for a couple days so that I could take full advantage of the scumbaggery that was going on. The other thing, gems, again, all your gear is going to need gems, all your gear is going to need enchants. Gems and enchants are going to go for a ton of money. The market is just saturated with new 90s, and they're all max levels, so they can use all the best stuff. As soon as they go get any piece of gear, it has to be gemmed, enchanted, and reforged, right? All your stuff has to be gemmed and enchanted, so they're going out and doing that. They're spending a ton of money on that stuff. Now, the other one that I don't think most people think of, and this is a guild-wide thing, and I've seen a couple guilds taking advantage of this, and it makes a lot of sense, is guild GDKP runs. What is a guild GDKP run? It is a guild ran group that has, 4 or 5 guys from your guild. If you're a top raider or you're a raider in general, and you want to take a group of new level 90s through TOT, even on 10-man, you can take, 2 or 3 or 4 buyers and just have your good, and then bring your normal tunes, your farmable tunes that are way over geared, to go in and clear this content for them. And then how it works is when a piece of loot drops, they bid gold on it, okay? And then at the end of the run, all the gold is split between everybody in the raid, whoever stays all the way through. So that way if somebody leaves early, they forfeit all their gold. All their gold is then split 9 ways. They cannot come back, they are done. You need to enforce that rule because they will leave if you don't enforce that rule. Okay, so this way it gets you all the way through the run, you speed clear it through, and you can make 10 to 50,000 gold apiece by doing these GDKP runs. Now, a lot of times guilds will do them to help make money for the guild bank, which is fine. But, if you're interested in doing it yourself and you have a group of really geared people who want to go back through, because remember, it's all cross-realm now. So you can go back through, TOT and just slam all that TOT stuff out and get 522 gear, which is way, way better than the 483 gear. You get set bonuses, trinkets, etc. And then from there, they can get into flex modes, they can get into Siege of Orgrimmar, they can get into all the raids. So guild GDKP runs of TOT, you can make an absolute killing in gold, especially because a lot of these, fresh level 90s, most of them are alts, okay? Let's be honest. It's not a ton of new player influx, especially at this point in expansion. It's a lot of alts, so they're all looking to make gold, and they're all looking to get geared, but a lot of them have gold because, they want to, farm on this tune, or they want this tune for this, or this tune for that. So make sure that you take advantage, especially if you're a guild, of those GDKP runs, because you can run any of the old content cross-realm and cross-server now. So if even 2 or 3 of you can find a buyer, that's enough. If you can get 20, if you can do a 25-man, you'll make even more gold. It's insane the amount of gold you can make. Just remember, you need to enforce those rules. You have to stay to the end or you forfeit any gold that you could make. Now, the nice thing is that way if you're a buyer, what the buyer can then do is the buyer can turn around and at the end of the run, he'll still get some of his gold back, right? Because it's split between everybody in the raid, not just the farmers. Everybody in the raid gets the gold back, but it's divided equally. So if you spent 50,000 on a piece, and another guy spent 100,000 on a piece, you're still going to get some of your gold back at the end of the run as long as you stick it out and stay through. So you have to remember that. It is a nice way to do things, and it's a good way to generate a lot of revenue and take advantage of all these fresh level 90s. Hope you guys like this one, and as always, see you in the next one.